Hey guys, Nukem here, and I just watched the first two episodes of Secret Invasion, and the social media reaction embargo just lifted. The review embargo lifts a little bit later, but I'll just go ahead and give you my overall impressions. I want to state that I haven't read the comic book, so I don't know how it would relate, adapt to it, but I'm very interested from an outside perspective. And overall, I am not too big on the Marvel TV series. I liked only WandaVision and Moon Knight. The Secret Invasion has me peaked based on the first two episodes. So I'll go ahead and break down my reaction to episode 1 and then episode 2. So I really liked episode 1. It is definitely more of a spy thriller movie. I felt like there's a little bit of Bourne Identity in it, a little bit of Mission Impossible, a little bit of James Bond to it. So it has that like cloak and dagger feel, which I really liked because Marvel is generally a superhero movie where it's just flashy heroes, quirky comedy lines. Sometimes the comedy works, sometimes it doesn't. Definitely more kid oriented. This is definitely more on the darker side of Marvel where it's more grounded to Earth, which I definitely like a whole different perspective. It's kind of like Andor for Star Wars or Rogue One for Star Wars, where it's a little bit more serious, a little bit more like trying to do a little thriller action to it, which is great because I feel like we're missing that in the Marvel universe, and I'm happy Disney is giving them the green light to do that. So overall, I like episode 1. Episode 2 is more of a background of everything of the characters, so you kind of understand different motivations for the protagonist and antagonist and how it relates to us common people, and how different characters going through different emotions. It's definitely a slower pace than the first episode, so I think episode 2 is okay, per se, but I just think episode 1 left with a great cliffhanger where it's just like, oh my god, I have to wait till next week. So I hope episode 3 picks up based on just the slow pacing episode 2, but it's okay. Slow burn is good if there's always a big payoff later down the line in the series. So I'm okay with this slow burn. But my only concern is not has to do with the show, but the overall audience viewership. Because you don't get these type of shows often from, especially like Marvel and as well as Lucasfilms, of this darker side, less available to audience, because kids, when they watch Marvel, they want to see superheroes, something flashy. This is more for adults, for older audience. There's some lot darker, more gruesome scenes that may not be acceptable for kids to see. So Andor didn't have a lot of viewership, but that show was fantastic. I liked everything about Andor, but the viewership wasn't doing well. So Secret Invasion has the same low viewership numbers as Andor does. Then does that mean would Disney greenlight more type of series like this from our favorite franchises that's completely different from the traditional? And I feel like we need that, and I'm hoping Marvel fans actually it's actually good where Marvel fans like it, and makes Disney and Marvel wants to create more of these type of different level approach, because it's kind of cool where I'm not watching superheroes in this. Is a grounded approach. It's kind of like a series where you're watching like what Agent Shield was like, how they operate, save the planets from a humanistic level before we rely on superheroes. So it's kind of cool of you don't know where the threat's coming from, and you're doing the spy thriller. So overall, the series has a good hook in me. I can't wait to see where it goes from here. I probably won't do a review for it because I don't want to break down the episode too deep into it, but I will film a full reaction to it where I cut clips of crazy scenes that happens throughout the shows. All right, guys, don't forget to subscribe, hit the like, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.